The night my mother died, she revealed a truth that destroyed everything I believed about my family. A truth she carried alone for 27 years. And when she whispered it to me, my entire life stopped. Before we continue, if emotional, real-life stories cut your heart, please subscribe and hit the like button.
I grew up in a home where love was quiet, so quiet that sometimes I wondered if it even lived there. My mother would smile with her lips, but never with her eyes. My father, he moved through the house like a ghost with responsibilities. I was too young to understand that silence can be louder than screaming. Back then, I believed all families had invisible sadness. I had no idea mine was carrying a secret big enough to drown all three of us. When I was little, my mother held my hand like I was the last light in her world. Her fingers always trembled, as if she worried someone would suddenly take me away. Sometimes I'd catch her watching me, not with pride, but with a deep, aching sorrow that I could never explain. I used to think that's just how mothers were. I didn't know she was praying that her secret would never come out. She got sick when I turned 27, the kind of sickness doctors describe gently, because they know softness can't stop death. My father stayed near her, quiet and calm, but I felt something in his silence. Not fear, not grief. It was acceptance, as if he had already lost her long before the illness came. I remember thinking, why does he look like a man waiting for something? I didn't know the answer. Not yet. The night she died, she called me to her bedside. Her breathing was thin, fragile. Every inhale like a borrowed moment. She reached for my face with shaking hands. "My daughter," she whispered, "before I go, you need the truth." My heart froze. "Your father, he is not the man who gave you life." My world cracked. My chest tightened. "He knows," she said softly. "He has always known." Tears burned my eyes. "Mama, what are you saying?" She closed hers. "He stayed because he loved me. But he stayed for you." I walked out of her room numb, like the walls had moved and I was trapped between them. My father sat at the kitchen table, the place where 1,000 unspoken truths had lived between us. He looked up at me. His eyes were tired, but gentle. "She told you, didn't she?" I sat across from him, trembling. "Why? Why didn't you ever tell me?" He sighed, a sound heavy with decades of pain. "Because you are my daughter, not by blood, but by choice." My breath caught. "I chose to love you," he said, voice breaking. "That choice was the best thing I ever did." I realized then he wasn't just a quiet man. He was a man who loved deeply, silently, and without wanting anything in return. He told me my mother had loved someone else before him, a man who left her when she became pregnant. She was heartbroken, alone, terrified. My father, young, kind, and patient, stepped into her life when she had nothing. He promised her safety, and he gave me a home. But my mother never loved him the way he loved her. And he lived with that truth. for 27 long years. Not once did he take out his pain on me. He only gave love in the quiet ways fathers do.
I returned to her room. Her chest rose and fell like fading waves. I held her hand. "I forgive you, Mama," I whispered. A tear slid from her eye. Her lips curved into a fragile smile. And then she was gone. Just like that, the truth belonged to the two of us, left behind. My father and I stood together, looking at the name carved into stone. We didn't speak for a long time. Finally, he said, "You are my daughter. Nothing will ever change that." His voice shook for the first time in my life, and something inside me broke open in the best possible way. I wrapped my arms around him. He held me tightly, as if he'd waited my entire life for that embrace. My family was built on a secret, but it survived because of love. Not perfect love, not romantic love, but the kind of love that chooses you even when it doesn't have to. My mother taught me that hiding pain only multiplies it. My father taught me that real love is not in blood, but in the hands that hold you, the shoulders that carry you, and the heart that stays, even when it breaks. And today, when I look at myself in the mirror, I see a daughter made from two stories, one written in sorrow and one written in devotion. Both made me who I am. Thank you for watching. If this story meant something to you, please like, share, and subscribe for more powerful, emotional family stories. Your support keeps this channel alive.